Welcome back to this video. We will look at the four operations. Most books divide this topic into four titles: adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. In this video, we'll try to save time and introduce an effective and simple way. First, I want to make sure that you can do a basic operations. Let us assume we're playing a game which required losing and winning. Negative will indicate losses and positive will indicate winning. If I lost 6 games, then I won 3 games, my final score would be a loss of 3. Now if I lose 4 games, then I win 2 games, then I lose 2 games, my final score would be a loss of 4. One thing to remember, if there's no sign in front of a number or a letter, it is a positive. I can prove this one. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Why? Because I know that the first 2 has a sign in front, sign which is positive, so positive 2 plus positive 2 would give me a positive 4. Same with a plus a is equal to 2a, because I know that there's a sign, positive sign in front of the first a. Let us look into this table. We all know that the algebra has a different symbol for multiplication, like 2 parentheses, 1 parentheses. So all of this in this table indicate a multiplication between a and b. I want you to use the same concept in signs. So if you see 2 signs next to each other in this form, the form included in the tables, these forms, you just simply multiply them together, knowing that multiplying 2 negative would give you a positive. Negative and positive would give you a negative. Positive and negative would give you a negative. Positive and positive would give you a positive. While multiplying 2 terms, you do the multiplication for the signs first, then the numbers. For example, negative 2 times negative 2, what you do first is you multiply the negative, which should give you positive, then you multiply the numbers 2 times 2, which is 4, so it's plus 4 or simply 4. Let's have a look at some examples. Negative 5 plus negative 2. You can see there's 2 signs next to each other, so we multiply them. So we have negative 5, positive times negative is negative 2 equal negative 7. Same with part B, we would have 6 plus minus parentheses minus 6, so we know that 6 plus times minus is minus 6 would give me 0. Let's have a look at this one. Negative 2, negative 9, so we have negative 2, negative 9, and then we do the parentheses, which is positive 3, so it's 3, and negative 8. So we have negative 2, and negative 9 is negative 11, then plus 3 is negative 8, and negative 8 is negative 16. And we haven't multiplied any 2 signs because we don't have 2 signs next to each other as in the table. You can see the negative in front of the 2 and the negative in front of the 9 are separated by the 2. Let's have a look into another example. These are multiplications, so what we do, we multiply the signs first, then we multiply the numbers. So we have negative times negative. We know the 3 has a positive, so times positive, which is negative times negative is, so we have negative times negative is positive, times positive is positive, times negative is negative. Now we multiply all the signs, all the numbers together. 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24, times 1 is 24. Now same with this one, it's also multiplication. We multiply minus times positive, would be, because we know that the 5 has a positive sign in the front, so it's negative, and 6 times 5 is 30. Now dividing numbers is the same as in basic arithmetics. The only difference is the sign division. Let's have a look into this table. Negative dividing by negative would give me positive. Negative dividing by positive would give me a negative. And positive dividing by negative give me negative, and positive dividing by positive give me positive. Let's have a look at some examples. Negative 14 dividing by negative 2 would give me a positive of 7, because negative dividing by negative is positive, and 14 dividing by 2 is 7. Same with 24 dividing by negative 2, so we have 24 dividing by negative 2 would give me a negative 12, because I know that 24 has a positive sign, so positive dividing by negative is negative, and 24 dividing by 2 is 12. Then we dividing by minus 3, which is negative divided by negative is positive, 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now let's have a look into this one. Negative 10 dividing by negative 2, so we have negative 10 dividing by negative 2 would give me a positive, would be positive 5, dividing by negative 1 should be a negative 5. So let's have a look at the last one. 24 dividing by negative 2 would be a positive 14, dividing this one by positive 3 would give me a positive of 4. We multiply this one by a negative 8, so this a negative 8 would give me a negative of 32.